Hello everyone and welcome back to another Space Engineers video. Today we're actually going to be looking at the new update, Wasteland update and DLC. So to get things started off real quick, we have the new blocks that were added. And if you guys have seen my mods I wouldn't load a game without, these will look actually really familiar. There are no mods on this this world except for visual mods to let me see what I'm building over there on the side. But other than that, there are no block mods. So all these blue blocks are the ones that they've been added. I'm not sure about that one though. Because I've played with these for so long, it was actually really hard for me to pick out the ones that were new. But as far as like all of these go, these add so much potential for building not only ships, but buildings and rovers and a lot of things. There's a big push on this in this DLC for rovers, so as you'll see in a minute. But as far as like the most important one, it's this one right here. Like if you want to add a lot of detail in a very simple environment, like if you just have a corner, you can just place this one in and you'll have a lot of detail added to an environment with just a simple block because it just bevels the edge and makes it look nice. So, I'm not going to spend too much time on that because we talk about that in every build video, so I really like that update. I like that a lot of those are now vanilla, though kind of makes me sad I won't be using the mods anymore just because, modded makers deserve it. So moving on, we have a cockpit that's free. There's also a premium one. This is free. They're both the same size, so 2x3x3. And when I saw this, I thought instantly the Tumbril Cyclone from Star Citizen. I don't know why I thought that. It's kind of a different shape, but anyway. So I picked up Perfect Blinky's Tumbril Cyclone remake that he has on the Space Engineers Workshop, and I stuck 2 seats in it, and I would say it actually looks really good. Also put some of the new blocks on it to kind of box it in. It actually looks really good. I really like that. So we also get new new materials to work with. This is cracked soil. This is dusty rock, and this is dusty rock 2 and 3. And then this is Pertim sand, which, as you can see, is everywhere. And this is the new planet. As far as new planets go, it's a pretty good one. It is just desert world. I would have liked it a little bit better, a lot better, if it didn't have these like trees and dead bushes around. Like it would look much more Tatooine-like if it just didn't have any vegetation on it at all. Even this is too much. Like I would have liked the rocks and everything, but you can find a Tatooine look-alike on the workshop. But so far this is a really good one. I think like the only planet we got to go is like a lava world for vanilla. So yeah. We have an ice world, we have an earth-like world, and we have a desert world. Oh, it needs a lava world, I think. Jungle world, I guess. Yeah. Need a Felucia for Space Engineers. Anyway, moving down here, this is all the premium content. So we'll start off over here. If you can see it, there's some smoke coming up out of these things. So these are the, what are they called? Exhaust, something or other, exhaust pipes. And what these are basically just effects generators. So if we were to go small fire. And they actually do have, there is a difference between the different sizes. This is fire and smoke. This is actually a bigger flame. And actually, it makes much more sense on the small one. This is something that is on both grids, both small and large. So if we do fire and smoke small, it makes sense. But if we do just fire and smoke, it's way overpowered. So it's kind of comical how big that is. So we're gonna leave this on small. There we go. There we go. So they're like proportional and nice. Next block we have are these windows. I'm sure that these will be used in builds, but these are probably the least interesting blocks that were added. They're windows. I feel like these could have been free. There's just not a lot to them. The only interesting thing I thought of these is these like areas, these cutout areas, do go all through the block, so they do actually have some like see-throughness in the entire block. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, not a lot. Like we've been building windows with other blocks for a long time. These aren't gonna replace them fully anytime soon. Like it's a single block with an entire window, so it's not a lot of customizability. It would have been nice if we got like a corner and a straight and we could build our own, but what are you gonna do? Now we move on to the shelves. I think it's fine. It's shelf A, shelf C. I assume you're shelf B. Oh, I actually have them out of order. I didn't notice that till just now. So each of these shelves have different parts on them. You also have each of the different build states. Yeah, the build states as you're building them. Build models, whatever they're called. And they'll actually have less and less parts on them. So you can do a lot of environmental storytelling with this. Moving on to the grates. I think they're called grates. And honestly, this is where I thought, like, these are where I thought this should have been. So every time I thought of this, I thought of this. Or saw this, thought of this. So that is really nice to actually have. Unfortunately, they're only on small grid. I don't know why they decided to do that, but we need a big grid version. I'm assuming somebody's going to make a mod out of that eventually. Anyway, moving along, we have two different lights. And these are quite odd lights to do how they did. I would have liked two different variants of each of these lights, because these are side-mounted. Notice this is one block, and they're on the bottom of it. So they have to be in this position. There's no centered version. So these are spotlights, and then these ones are the normal lights. They're just a retextured version of that. But notice how this one's middle-mounted, and this one's side-mounted. So I wish we just got a middle-mounted version of that and a side-mounted version of that. But, you know, mods will take care of that in no time. Next, coming around to the premium cockpit. I really like this one. I like this one a little bit more than the free one, just because of the bars. And I actually thought that this looked a lot like a closed-in version of this, even though that has like a steering wheel. It has a bigger console and a steering wheel. I just thought they looked vaguely similar, especially with the roll cage bits outside. So that's good size comparison. Moving along, we got 3 new wheels. These work on both grids. All that stuff only works on small grid. So we got small, medium, and large, obviously. And they're laid out just like you would see the normal wheels with the 3 variants, the wheel and the left and the right. Or right and left. Right and left, yeah. So, moving along after that, we have these 4 new textures that we can play with, new armor skins. We have Retrofuturism. We have Heavy Rust, Dust Armor, and my favorite, Concrete. Concrete is going to come in so much handy for everything I do. I hope eventually that we'll get a clean and an industrial, like a heavy concrete looking, because I've tried it and it only has this one texture for both light and heavy armors. But hopefully we'll get more concretes. I really wish that we could just mod into the skins area. I haven't seen any mods do it, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. So that is all the blocks and all the things here. So let's go and take a look around the planet a little while. So it's a desert with lots of canyons and lots of like mesa-y areas. So very like southwestern US kind of area. There's a couple of deep canyons, I think currently on the other side of the planet. There's also a secret on this planet. Oh, there was a deep canyon. So there's some of these like really sharp canyons. There's quite a few of those. Let's see. There's also a not so sharp canyon, if I can find it. I think it's like on the exact dark side. Those are very deep. Oh, that's a place I haven't seen yet. It's like all mountainous. There's a couple of these. There's only like 2 or 3 of these. Interesting, a little like oasis thing here. Nice. But yeah, this is a really nice planet. A lot of potential for not only storytelling, but just trying to survive on it in Desert World. Oh wow, there we go. There's a nice canyon run. Yeah, this place it's got some good views too. So it's definitely worth it. But like I said, all we got to go is like a jungle and a lava world. Except we can do water worlds now with mods, so we got that covered. So there's not a lot of planets they can like really add, so I'm really anxious to see like what Keen does now with after this planet. Look at that view. Amazing. Nice. Okay, so without further ado, I guess that is it. So if you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Star Citizen content. And if you guys have any ideas on what to build with all this stuff, definitely put that in the comments. And what was your what's the part that you like most about the DLC or the update? And what do you think that Space Engineers should add next? I'd love to hear all your guys' thoughts in the comments. But until the next one, guys, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.